Greetings, it's Vaygrim, back again for another video. Here I am inside our skybase, and I've made some adjustments to it, as you can see. I'm just going to jet up here real quick, and you can see that I have made a ring around the outside. Now, this is actually an octagon that gave me basically 8 points to deal with, north, south, west, and east, as well as the corners. So it'll be real easy to connect buildings and other structures at these 8 points around it. Now you'll notice that ugly monstrosity right over there, that monolith of a structure. Well, before I get to that, actually, I put in here, all around the outside, at all of the 4 door entrances, I put little spots to do planting, whether it be for a tree or a bush or whatever. I think I'm going to convert one of these to sand so I can grow some cacti in there until I get a better cactus farm going on. Now, in here, I have no more, basically, I have no more barrels cluttering up that half. That's new. And I'm very happy about that. I've got, I don't think any of this has changed. Thermal Expansion and Enderio machines right there. I pushed the Mekanism machines back into the wall, but I have those two still sitting out. The reactor downstairs, I still like this. The reactor downstairs is going good. As you'll notice, it's gotten a little bit bigger. I've gone from one fuel rod to 4. I'm still figuring the cooling stuff out, but all in all, I have it automated to where it's not on all the time. Just turn that off temporarily. I have a redstone conduit from Ender Expansion, insulated redstone conduit, going to this torch. And basically what I've discovered is I'm using thermal expansion energy cells. Actually, this one up here. Get up above the scene so you can see what I'm talking about. This is my main storage, and that's kind of secondary. Or this is main battery, and this is secondary. So this one always stays full. This one stays at about half. What I've discovered is that redstone energy cells from thermal expansion put out a redstone signal equal to how full they are. And it's about 1 signal strength, basically. Because if you look here and you look at my Wayla, that's 5, 6, 7. It basically equates to about 1 point in redstone strength per about 6.5%, 7% of basically battery capacity. So around 7 or 8 signal strength is about 7 is just under 50% storage, which is why you can see that's a little under half, basically. If I did 8, I'd probably get just over half. But basically the way it works is as this loses power, this signal dies, and it turns this, because this is keeping that redstone torch off. And as this loses signal, it'll go down 1, the redstone torch kicks on, the reactor kicks on, it fills up the battery enough that this turns back on, which turns this torch off, turns the reactor off. It's simple, but it's very effective, and it's worked great so far. So the reactor only runs in short bursts, which I very much like. I've got, now that we have some blaze rods, I have redstone, an ender chest here, white. I love Wayla. And the same one is over here. Basically, this is going to be linked to the new storage room. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to stick with this design for now, but for now, long term, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this design, but for now, it's going to stay. Now, this building is actually a lot taller than this roof. I'm leaving myself some room for space, but what I'm thinking is I might have some machines up here to do automated ore processing. Just have a line of 4 mechanism machines that do that for me. And then it all goes to get sorted. But I also have space under the floor. I planned both directions. So, by the way, come on there. There we go. Oh. I'll explain that in a minute. The flooring is Silverwood planks. Now, I've been using a force mitt to harvest Silverwood saplings, and you can see them on the mini-map. I'll zoom in a little bit here. You can even see them from up here. All those Silverwood trees. Usually I have about twice that many, and I've been harvesting those, growing and harvesting them, not just because I think the wood looks neat, but over here in one of my handy-dandy carpenter's safes, I love these things, you can see it has a bar that shows you how full it is. This one's not very full. These are all aura nodes. Now, I had 4 of these from the old world, but I, rightfully so, threw them away when we did the map edit. So I didn't want to carry over nodes and then have new nodes here. I didn't think that was fair. So I erased those and I went out and collected. Now, these first 4, I actually, well, 4 of these, I don't know if it's the first 4, but 4 of these I collected with my force wrench. Because I discovered that force wrenches can pick up. You just shift right click and you can pick up an ore node. It takes a little bit of force. The rest of these I harvested using my force wrench from all of the Silverwood trees. Because when you plant a Silverwood tree, you have a very small percentage that it is going to have an aura node built into one of the trunk sections of the trunk. Now, you just shift right click on that part of the tree, that part of the trunk with your force wrench. You'll get the aura node, the trunk disappears, and then you just basically cut down the rest of the tree. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think that's a little too easy. I really do like the force wrench, but there's so much stuff it does that it kind of throws the balance off. Now, another thing I have been experimenting with, we have Mariculture in this pack, and I've been messing with it some. This is a diamond ring. It's real easy to make. You get gold with the pearl, iron with the pearl. Now, I haven't found any pearls yet because I haven't found any oceans yet, but you can go all the way back here to the back, and you can use, diamonds. So I did iron with a diamond, or you can do gold with a diamond. I did iron. I don't think it makes a difference, but made with gold might actually hold more enchantments. I'm not sure. But anyway, basically you can enchant these things. And you can wear them like jewelry. You can make necklaces. You can make chokers. No, bracelets. Basically rings, bracelets, and necklaces. And you use this mirror to access this equipment slot. So basically you'll see right here I have Unbreaking 3, which applies to the ring itself because it has wear and tear. And then Restoration. Now, I can show you, whoops, wrong one, exactly what Restoration does. Now, you'll notice that my jetpack is off right now. Watch and learn. That hurt a lot. But did you notice my boots? They went from 98% to 100% almost immediately. Restoration actually fixes your equipment, which means that if I went and started digging a hole with my sword, would you wait a second, 99%, right side of the screen, and then you'll see it tick. This has a lot of points, so it's going to take a little bit longer. But basically, Restoration auto repairs vanilla equipment or even some mod equipment. It works on the armor from Mekanism and the weapons from Mekanism. And I love that, but I also think it's kind of unbalancing. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now, I've got it in the mod pack, so I'm going to use it, but long term, there's a lot of things I've discovered about Mariculture. A lot of buffs that are added, like, now Soulbound, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I've turned it on for a lot of pieces of equipment, and it doesn't work. But, like Vampirism, I have it on this sword, which basically means I get health back. I'm not sure if Thermal Tinkerer brings that, or if Mariculture does, but whichever one it was. Now, I have in these, you'll see I have an absurd amount of buffs on these boots. Leapfrog, this is added by Mariculture. So as Sonic the Hedgehog, I've discovered, you can get Spider-Man or Superman put on your leggings as an enchantment because of Mariculture, which does exactly what you think it should do. It lets you... Oh, see, my sword's now 100% fully repaired. Didn't have to do anything. So, we've got it. I'm going to take advantage of it, but long-term, and I think for your own personal sake, you guys are going to have to make the decision. Mariculture brings a lot to the table, but it breaks a lot as well. And you're really going to have to think about that. Now, it's getting nighttime. I'm going to go sleep first. And then we can address what I want to address. The Twilight Forest. I still have, where'd I go? Portal downstairs. As you'll notice, all the barrels and storage has been moved out of here. This is the snake that was going to be the inventory sorting system. I'm going to move that upstairs and figure that out. So, I've got amongst my grove. Oh, you can see, by the way. You can see the line on the map. I'll show you. All this right here is magical forest biome. This is magical forest biome. Expanded in the water. I've actually been changing some of this tainted biome slowly but surely into magical forest biome. I'm going to put some squares of dirt in the water and plant some Silverwood trees in there and see if I can change this whole thing into magic forest biome and get rid of the taint. I think that'll be cool. So I have, right next to my nether portal, I have a... Oh, I brought that with me. Try. Didn't mean to. Let's see if these flowers from Biomes of Plenty work. Okay, Twilight Forest, here we come. Okay, so our exit portal is right next to a Lich's tower. That's not good. Exit. Overworld. No, this is going to be Twilight Forest. First thing you do when stepping foot into a new dimension is mark the map. The second thing you do is... Oh my god, I can hear a lot of bad guys in there. Chock full of bad guys. Okay. I am going to do some quick building up because I don't want to get caught off guard. I'm going to leave that as a doorway. I think I'm popping my flowers off. Wow. Okay. So if any of you have heard of an American TV show, actually I think it was technically Canadian, called Stargate, SG-1. TV show here in the U.S. Really great science fiction TV show about a group of... Oh, and I fell through the portal. This is why you have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Stargate SG-1. They explore they explore other planets by going through this portal that takes them across the vast distances of space. And the first thing that they always do is establish a base camp and secure the exit portal. I watched a lot of that show, yes, but it's still good advice. Now, just put some lights up in here. We know where the exit portal is. Now we can get away from the noise and go looking around. As you'll notice... Oh, Ars Magica flowers. Yay. As you'll notice, I actually do not have my Tinkerer's tools on me right now. I actually have a Paxel. A Paxel is a creation of Mekanism, Aidan C. Brady. It's really, really good. But the weird part about the Paxel, it basically is a combination of axe, pick, and shovel. But it does not have the same kind of... I love these things. The same kind of durability as those three things put together. It's actually got about 20% less durability than putting all those put together. But the benefit is... Wow, that's weird. The benefit is that you get one thing that is consolidated onto your toolbar as opposed to three. And I knew that I was going to have a whole bunch of stuff on my toolbar ready at the go for walking into the Twilight Forest. So, I love these little bugs. I love collecting them. They're fun to decorate your house with. They're a great lighting source because you can stick them on a ceiling so they work upside down. All sorts of fun. I hear lava. I do. I hear lava. That's got to be underneath this somewhere. Wow. Okay, so there's a lava pool down there somewhere. Heading back towards our home base real quick. I'm just going to look around. Actually, you know what? Let's get a bird's eye view. Wow. Okay. So, whoa. So basically, I think we're going to have to go in there and clean that place out and make it a home base for the Twilight Forest. I think that's kind of a message. This is a giant tree that I'm on. Sometimes you can find some chests buried in these things that have really neat little goodies in them. I'll have to take a look and see what I can find. Now, I was hoping that we could find a hollow hill or something like that. Let's bring up the map. What a lot of people don't know is that the Twilight Forest works on a grid system. And basically stuff like this castle is one point on the grid. And then every so often there will be another point of interest, a POI. And these point of interests are spaced out evenly on a grid. And if there's not a point of interest, then there will be something like a hollow hill. So you may have a castle, or you may have a hollow hill, or a hydra's den, or a fire swamp, or whatever. But it's all evenly spaced out. It's just figuring out the spacing and then working with the grid. So I know that there's going to be another interesting thing straight that way from the castle. But we've got the castle, so why not take advantage of it? Let's give it a once around, shall we? I do still have a bit of a winter cold, but the weather is easing up here in Texas. You will be happy to know, so it should be a little bit less coughing and sniffling in my videos in the coming days and weeks, hopefully so. Texas is quite weird. It'll go from almost freezing to making you sweat. Basically, temperatures in like the 80s and 90s Fahrenheit within a matter of a couple of days. The weather is very on and off. So, do a little sideways hand gliding here. Take a look at the building. These things can be very, very dangerous, so we're going to have to be extremely careful. I have a couple of stacks of torches with me. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Now, here's another thing I'm noticing. This is... No. Yes, this is Essence, Liquid Essence from Ars Magica 2. That is very, very cool. Oh. Hi there. Now, I am also using, you may have noticed, this stuff's made out of obsidian. These are weapons from Mekanism. Obsidian ingots, which you have to actually expend a diamond to get. Diamond dust plus obsidian. So, basically, that was, I think this was 1 diamond to get 2 ingots. And then it was about 3 or 4 diamonds to get the Paxel. But these things have really great durability, and they have amazingly good damage. Where is that damn bird? There you are. Ha! So. Okay, so there's a bit of a basement. So I'm going to let you in on 2 quick secrets. If you are using morph, there are 2 creatures that you want to add to your morph critter collection. Hush. 2 creatures you want to add to your morph critter collection. One of them, somewhere around here, is a silverfish. I happen to have one that is native to the Nether called a hellfish. Silverfish are extremely small. Another thing that you want to get is a forest raven, or some of the other smaller birds from the Twilight Forest. The reason I say that is because, where is it? Silverfish count as hostile, which means you can sneak past mobs sometimes, and they're small enough that you can actually fit past multi-part pipes. I can fit within the same block space as universal cabling for Mekanism, or fluid ducts, liquid ducts from Thermal Expansion. It's really useful. which means I spy with my little eye. Aha. Hi there, assassin elfish. Okay. Now, this isn't exactly fair. Oh, the witches don't care. Wow. So, as to keep things a little bit more fair... Oh my gosh. My inventory is already clogged up. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had that turned off. I was using that for construction earlier. I apologize. Every once in a while when I am doing construction on the bottom of a building, I do actually turn on magnet mode because I do not have an equivalent item yet. The only other item that I can get that's equivalent to that would be the force magnet from Darkcraft, and that requires another star. I only use that for building and construction. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave it on here. I do apologize for that. I do try and play fair, guys. I don't cheat stuff in unless some critical bug happens. I try not to, you know, cheat you guys out of a legitimate playthrough because I respect you guys. And I know you're looking to... Oh, God. Oh, God. Hide in a corner. Now, here's the part that's going to be... Oh, harder. Ah! Die. Would you go away? Here's the part that's going to be harder. Last time I was in the Twilight Forest, the zombies didn't wear armor. That's bad. So... Eat arrow. Got a lot of knockback on this bow. Okay. No wonder. Not gonna save it. I'm in a hurry. Sorry, guys. Anyway, as I was saying, I do actually try to give a legitimate playthrough for you guys. I respect you guys, and I know that you're looking for an honest playthrough and an honest opinion of how some of these mods work, to see if you want to use them yourself, or to get tips on how to use those mods. And me exploiting loopholes or cheating doesn't seem like it really respects the general spirit of that agreement. But that being said, every once in a while I do have to use magnet mode. So, this is going to get very dangerous very, very quick. I'm going to try and plow through this, and we'll see if we can time-lapse our way to the top. What do you see? This is where going to have to be very, very careful. Ouch. Okay, so now it's time for me to go get my stuff. This is going to be interesting. But what I can tell you, whoa, get away from me, you little bastard, is that I brought the wrong weapon. I thought I had my rapier with me, and I don't. So I'm going to go get it, and I will be right back. Okay, so brute force only got me so far. This is where I have to get a little sneaky. Speaking of the devil. There's silverfish for you. There we go, okay. Got a silver nugget from something. These guys don't even know I'm here. Ooh, hey. Maybe I can get some upgrades. Now, I don't have any of my jump boost. I don't have any of my jetpack stuff. I'm just going to have to see. I thought I put torches over here. Yes, I'm playing the part of a hellfish ninja. A silverfish assassin. Sneaking up on the bad guys. Ow. Wrong side. There we go. Yep. Okay, this is going to take some doing. My home is missing or obstructed. My what? Okay, I've got to figure out what just happened, guys. I was supposed to go... Oh. Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now. Now I just need to figure out how to get up there. You... my tickets out of here. Sorry, I gotta bust up your roof, dude. So I got my ass kicked twice by a Lich, but there's a lesson to be learned here. There's a perk. Okay. Okay, don't die. And more roof stealing. Gravestones does not always spawn your stuff in the same place. And sometimes that's a good thing. Oh, I think I lost it. And that's why I want an item magnet. Yes. Ah, there we go. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. I'm gonna put on my crap armor and get some kind of sword. Ah. There we go. Everything distorts. Probably should have taken off my jetpack. And put on my sorry, I'm a little distracted here. I'm so fascinated by my own inventory. I should have taken off my jetpack and put on my actual armor. That probably would have been a lot better now that I think about it. Okay. First thing we have to do, I am actually going to pack this away for the time being. There's my breastplate. And get this out. Oh, actually, get that. So what I think I'm going to have to do is do a little bit of magical research before I can tackle those particular bad guys. That one's full. I'm going to be full up real quick. That one's empty. So I did... Oh, come back. Oh, God, that hurt. This place is scary as poop. Where's my little outhouse? There it is. Okay. So I think next job is going to be finding something a little less butch. Let's see what we can find. So now I have recovered my stuff, thankfully. Everything. I think I did lose my... Yep. Lost my diamond ring. Okay. I can make another one, no big deal. But if that's the worst I've lost, then I think it's pretty good. So this shows the examples of the differences, by the way, between... Where'd it go? Oh, you know what? I bet I put it in one of these. No. Aha! There it is. Okay. These are dark crap storage chests. They're basically the same as lock boxes from Thermal Expansion now. Obsidian sword. It's got unbreaking. It's got sharpness. It's got all this cool stuff. Looting, which is very, very cool. This has looting to them. Vampirism. But I tell you what. The rapier from Tinker's Construct bypasses armor. And that's a really big deal, especially here. So I should have had this weapon with me to begin with. And I probably wouldn't have got my ass kicked. I'm just going to head off here north, and I'm going to see what kind of trouble I can find. I'll check back with you guys in just a sec to see what kind of things I can locate. Be right back. Okay, this is what I was talking about a grid within the Twilight Forest. You see this thing right here? That's the one we just came back from. So, yeah. They're not that far apart. They're on an even grid system, straight line. I just went straight north. Trouble is, that's not what I'm wanting. I don't want to get my ass kicked by another Lich, so I'm going to head off this way. I need to get my hang glider out again. So, that's where we came in, which means that there should be something off this direction. Lots of mushroom forest. I was really hoping for a hollow hill. Hydras are nice, but I can't handle the Hydra right now. Nagas are not too bad, but I think I'd have to get some better armor. Or get some magic behind me, I think, maybe. Yeah, see here. Is a hill. Which means, I think, if we can get in here. Yes, I saw you. This should be straight line back. You can see the point on our mini-map. Straight line back to the exit portal. Now, it doesn't have, it's not a half of a mound, and it's not in a fire swamp, which means it's not a Hydra den. So, I'm going to have to see. Yeah, this thing's psychotically fast. Is there anything down here? Okay, well, there's lots of osmium and copper. I specifically put silk touch on this thing in case I run across any gem ores or, you know, like diamonds or whatever. And I don't have to worry about them cluttering up my ores, my inventory as much. See, there's redstone right there. Whoa, and here we go. Bad things. Yes, I know, I know. So much bad, so much bad, so much bad. Ah! Don't poison me, don't poison me. I told you not to poison me. This is really bad. And there we go. The hazards of Twilight. Be right back. So, here I am. Hiding. I am in silverfish mode. There are so many of these guys in here because it's a nice, dark, hollow hill. I'm basically having to pick them off one by one. Aye, aye. You bastard. It is nasty in here. Oh yeah, spiders completely ignore if you're in a morph or not. They don't care one damn bit. So now, yep, I know. There are monster spawners all over the inside of this place. But a hollow hill also means that there's, as you can see, there's ore littering the place. It's absolutely insane. Now, what I'm going to try and do yeah, eat thorns, you stupid skeleton. What I'm going to do is skirt the outside edge. God, I hate those beetles. Because usually the monster spawners are on the outside edge. That's where I'm going to try and stick. Die. Die. Place is a hazard and a half. And if you don't keep your wits about you... Ah, bad, bad. I don't even know what that is. I see spider eyes. Okay, this is a spawner for one of those things somewhere in there. Yep. Now this is where did my little hidey, there we go. I'm just gonna do this so I can, nice 3 in a row. So I know where it is. This is the benefit of having a couple of different weapons you can swap between. This thing has vampirism, which means I get like about a half a heart of health back every time I hit something and actually do damage. And that is going to be very critical in a place like this. Now this sword also hits like a truck, but the rapier bypasses armor, which means they actually end up killing stuff about equally as fast. I'm seeing treasure chests, but the last thing I want to do is worry about that right now because I'm a man on a mission. Fucking hate spiders. I hate spiders. Die. A spawner for you guys somewhere. Yeah, there is. I knew it. Nasty little buggers. Hi there. Have you seen our colorful travel brochure? There's another chest. I hear you, but I don't see you. And I see another. Two of them right there. Can I help you? Ow. Ow. Apparently I'm going to have to get some fire resist somewhere. That I had some, but apparently not. So, this is the hard part about... No, I thought that was a spawner. This is the hard part about doing the Twilight Forest. It's trying to concentrate and trying to be talkative and interesting, while also trying to not die by, oh, say, a lich or a horde of spiders. Get away from me. You're gross and disgusting. Sorry. Die. There's another spawner right there. Things are hidden all over. What? Leave me alone. There you are. Now we want to keep this hollow hill and... Oh, I've come full circle. Go away. We want to keep this hollow hill and we want to empty it out of all of its resources. I'm just not going to be able to do that right now. My bigger concerns right now... Okay, I'm going to get rid of some of this clutter. Like a crap ton of stone that I've got for some reason. I don't need all these damn bows. I have an infinity bow, so I don't need arrows. Yes, I need that. Iron is always welcome. I've got a crap ton of those already. Pass. Already got a whole set of those. Got plenty of those. I do want that, though. Thank you. Really? Ooh, Naga scale. You know what? I'll always add more buckets to my equipment. Always. Oops. Now. It's the short stuff that honestly seems like it's the most annoying, but the worst part is the damn skeletons because they'll start pecking at you from all the way across the room. Oh, diamond. Thank you very much. And flowers in a bucket. Yes, I acknowledge your existence. Oh, an ore magnet. Yes. These things are epic amounts of fun. I think there were more buckets back. You know what? Now, as you notice, Overworld Origin seems to work in here just fine. I'm seeing tons. Yes. May I help you? I bet there's a monster spawner over there. Or just a really dark corner of the room. Monster spawner? Monster spawner? Nope, just a dark corner. Now, I'm not going to be able to light all of this up, but I'm going to try. Hi there! How are you? Have you seen our wonderful travel brochures? We have a lovely gift shop. Chest. Ooh. Emeralds. More buckets. Carrots. Are they giving me a hint? Hi. Wow. Stuff floor littered with stuff over here. Okay. So I think we're starting to get the hang of this. More buckets. And flowers. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Ore magnets are very, very cool, but I'm not 100% sure that I've used them since I think some of the mechanics have changed on them. It's been a long time. So I'm going to hold on to it, but they're fun little toys that basically used to pull all of the ore straight up out of the ground from the ground beneath you. And it basically fast and easy ways to mine. I've checked that one. It's actually getting quiet in here. Wow. Okay. You. Hiya. Oh, God. I spoke too soon. Okay. You're going to get stuff that's going to spawn in the higher up ledges because you're not lighting up every single inch. What are you? Hey, come here. Aha! Hi. Okay, I think that's about the best job we can do for now. I'm going to slap a few more. Wow, that's overkill. Way to go, Vaygrim. This is how it came in. Okay. So, I'm going to do a little bit more picking, and I'm almost full up on resources. We're probably going to want to head back here pretty soon. So, let me get my bearings, See if I can find any more interesting treasures. Oh, I need to mark this. I do. Hollow Hill. No, not player debts. Twilight Forest. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more poking around, and I'll meet you guys back at the base. Okay. So, we're back home after a rather perilous but somewhat productive trip to the Twilight Forest. We've got it now as a resource, and we're going to start compiling the necessary minerals and metals so that we can make a digital miner, because we need to start automating our mineral and our resource gathering so that I don't have to spend as much time doing that. So, that being said, I think that the Twilight Forest is going to be a really, really good place to start, especially if we can start finding some hollow hills. We found one already. It would be very, very nice to find another one. So, basically, not Gerball, I want Overworld, thank you. Basically, we've got that open as a resource now. We can still do mining in the Nether if we want to. And I think next episode I'm going to start messing with Mistcraft ages. Now, initially we're going to have to do random ages with Mistcraft, which means we're going to have no control over what can happen and no control over stability. So we might get jackpot the first time, or we might get something that lasts about 10 minutes. Or anything in between. We'll just have to see. I have been getting suggestions in the comments from you guys, and one of the themes that you guys have actually suggested was a big Aztec temple, like an old jungle temple, you know, vines, lots of stone, and I'm thinking that's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna do some testing in creative mode to see what I can do with this boring cube of a building that I made, and maybe spruce up the sphere itself a little bit. Over on this side, I want to make a big building right here. It's probably going to be circular, that is going to have enough space for us to get started on Thaumcraft, because Thaumcraft has got a lot of stuff that's going to help us survive going back into the Twilight Forest and taking on some of the stuff like the Liches. And I really do want to do that. We're going to need that, and we're going to need some Ars Magica 2 under our belt. So I'm going to use this half of the sphere for some of the furniture, and then the really big things like the infusion altars I'm going to set up in a little space over here attached to this side of the actual structure. It'll be really, really nice. I want to get our livestock up off the ground and up here, so I'm thinking that we can extend this way and make a vertical structure that'll have different floors for different animals. And then we can start setting up some Mine Factory Reloaded equipment that will automatically harvest, automatically keep track of our animals, and, you know, do everything we need to for us. In the meantime, I'm going to do some tidying up and some sorting through things here. I need to remake some stuff that I lost through the couple of deaths, and I think this is going to be a really good wrapping up point. There is a developmental version of Mekanism that's out that adds a whole bunch of really cool stuff. I did make a duplicate copy of this world and loaded it up and tried to migrate it, tried to update to Mekanism, but there was a lot of weird stuff that happened, and I had to juggle around an NEI, and I couldn't make it work finally, and there was enough jiggering about that I decided that I'm just going to wait until some of the bigger kinks get ironed out of it before I update. So there's some really cool features like balloons, cardboard boxes, some really great machines like a sawmill version now for Mekanism, which is really cool, and quadruple ore processing. Yes, you heard me right, quadruple ore processing, but we can't do it yet because there's still some bugs in the upgrade. So it's still developmental, still testing anyway, so it's not even technically considered stable. So I'm going to wait. I tried, and like I said, it took some juggling around an NEI, and that still didn't make things work. So I think I'm just going to hold off. I deleted the backup world, or deleted that copy, and I'm just going to stick to this one because I don't want to risk us damaging something with a bad upgrade. So I'm going to hold off at that point for now. I think this is a really good wrapping up point. I think we've made some really good progress, and I'm starting to get some really good ideas of what I want to do with the sphere. I still want to hear from you guys on suggestions on how you think I should lay things out, how you think I should do for decor. I'm still not dead set on how this room is laid out itself. I can still use some decorating tips or some ideas or some pictures. Go into your own creative maps. Make something up and send a shot to us. Let me know. You can always find me on Twitter, @Vaygrim, or right here on YouTube. It's been fun, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Aiko the Builder. You can find him at youtube.com/TO3CUTTA, TO3Cutta. And, or you can just search YouTube for Aiko, AKO, the Builder. He's a really great guy. He's a really great YouTuber, and he's been sending a lot of folks my way. I really do appreciate it. He's an awesome guy. So take a look at his videos, and you can really get some amazing design tips from him. I know that's what I've been doing. So, again, this is Vaygrim signing off. Bye-bye.